Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I wonder if it might be possible to play the clip I posted in private chat because I think the audience's reactions are interesting.
So
Whose
good.
video is it? I just
This
want
is
to make sure I
mine.
don't get a copyright claim
It's
on.
mine. Well, it's a
It's on
clip
your
of
channel?
us, so it's yours.
It's clipped. It's your clip.
It's
It's clipped
yours.
of you.
Are
clip
you
of
going to
you.
strike yourself, Alita?
Whose channel is it?
It's on your channel. It's a
Oh,
clip.
okay.
Your
well,
channel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry,
doesn't matter.
guys.
It might be on my channel. I'm not sure.
Okay, let me see here.
Kurt doesn't know where he put it.
I didn't really put it anywhere, so I'm not technically sure where it exists.
Okay, give me 1 second here. Sorry. I just need to make sure that I'm capturing these here while I. 1 second. Talk amongst
Have we
yourselves.
talked about the fact that the judge entered an order on Amber Heard's motion to seal records related to the jurors' identities?
No.
No. What happened?
So Amber Heard filed a motion to seal the identities of the jurors' information and identifiers, seal records relating to their identities, and Judge Ascarati granted the motion on the 18th and 16th, two separate motions, one that was more specific, granting all information and sealing it for a year, and the other one that just sealed all identifiers.
Now, Rob, will that bind a juror from wanting to come out directly by themselves voluntarily?
No, it won't, because the jury is actually not subject to this particular order.
Okay.
Alrighty. Do you want me to play it?
Yep. Turn on the audio and watch the audience. See if LawTube has some thoughts about this clip.
Okay.
You know this case is being televised, right?
I am aware that there are cameras.
And so this gets you your 15 minutes of fame. doesn't it?
Objection, Your Honor, argumentative.
I can ask that question. Oh, ruled.
So
I mean, he did
stand to gain
laugh.
nothing from this. I'm actually putting
How's
myself
that overruled?
kind of in the target of TMZ,
There
a
you go.
very litigious
Good answer.
organization.
This is
And
great
I'm not
commentary, I have
seeking
to say.
any 15 minutes here. Though you're welcome to speculate. I could say the same thing by taking Amber Heard as a client for you. Oh, hardly. I find that to be purely logical.
Now, are you aware that
Ben
Mr.
Chu,
Jeffs,
like,
All right.
End of clip.
Fun.
I thought the DUI guy might have some thoughts regarding this piece of testimony. Maybe he'd like to comment more about it at some point in the future. Just really subtle reaction. Not sure he picked up on it. But,
Yeah, it's
he
very
seems to have some
YouTuber with a
thoughts.
red arrow somewhere, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, that is one of those things about having cameras in the courtroom. And you can also sometimes pick up the audience reactions.
From a transcript. We could have muffins in each of the seats.
Yeah.
We get a little model muffin courtroom.
Yes.
Alita.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
It's all coming together.
Alita, can I give the link to James from court?
We gotta talk backstage.
Okay. Because there was just a super chat 10 seconds ago saying he was looking for it.
Okay.
That's-
He does have the link up. We'll talk backstage.
My
Cecilia,
apologies.
that's okay. Cecilia Reed says, what could happen with AH attorneys? They submit the same pick twice, and
That catches us up. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to create an invite. I'm going to create an invite to every single LawTuber that we have in the LawTube community. I just finished. Oops. I just finished my recap. I have so many messages, you guys. It is actually insane. They don't stop. They just don't stop. I can't wait to see them because every single one of these is going to have, oh my goodness. Every single one of these is going to be something interesting. Somebody's got something interesting to say or to add. Let's see if we can get somebody from the LawTube community in the chat, or not in the chat, excuse me. what am I saying? Okay. You do realize that my reaction was not intentional. Yeah. Wait a minute. So it's interesting. One of the lawtubers stated, I'm not going to say who it was, said that they don't want to have us on stream today because of our natural reactions. Okay, all right. There you go. LawTube drama. I don't know. Whatever. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay. I don't know. Maybe in the abundance of caution. But even still, I think they're just pussyfooting around. They're just not sure. This is somebody who probably doesn't quite understand how this game is played. We never do stuff just for the sake of attention. That's just stupid. I mean, sitting like me, I always like to be front and center where the camera sees me for two reasons. Well, first of all, number one, actually, interestingly enough, that spot has the best view of the jury, best view. I can see the judge, lawyer, both tables, witness, and jury, with the exception of like 4 and 9, for which I have to kind of shift to see. So it is literally the best seat in the courtroom because it literally lines up with the camera, because the camera is diagonally across the courtroom. So I like sitting there. It accomplishes every goal you can possibly imagine, right? Now the problem is it captures your natural reaction. Why on earth would I do this intentionally? You saw, if it was like just me trying to show off, like, oh, you saw, first of all, James, myself, who else was there? You can't really see Vanessa's face. There were a couple of jurors in the back. James, myself, Scott, we all had the same reaction. So, all right. Okay. I think you're taking it way overboard by not understanding the situation and misreading it, but so be it. So, whatever. Don't really care. Okay, what do you guys want to do now? It's 8:53. It's time to get some sleep, I think. It's time to get some rest. I appreciate you guys joining me. Nobody else is coming. I can understand that. So, I'll be the lone wolf.
We are live. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I am coming in without the normal intro because at first I want to just say a few things. I know that there has been a lot of chatter out there on the interwebs. That's the only reason why I'm going to address something first before we actually go live, is because we've gotten a lot of comments from from some folks about some stuff that's going on. I just want to say that when it comes to our trial streams, we have a lot of fun. We share memes. We sometimes, make impressions. We sing songs and all that kind of stuff. But do not be fooled. Like we have a lot of fun. We don't take ourselves seriously, but we do take the process of the judicial system, the court system, very, very seriously. And we take court rules also very, very seriously. So I wanted to make a statement about that. When we are sending folks into the courtroom, we have a hope, an expectation, a hope that folks are going to be following the rules of the courtroom. Because if they don't, and then word gets out that they are connected to certain live streams, certain folks, certain communities, that can reflect very poorly on the entire community. And especially if that does not reflect the standards that you want to be showing, that is problematic. So there are certain rules of conduct within the courtroom, and there are reasons for those rules, and we take those rules very seriously. The reason being that, first off, this stuff is open to the public. It's open to the public, and with that comes a responsibility from the public not to try to, or to try not to impact the outcome of the case. And so with that, there are rules of conduct, like I said. Certain things that can happen that can impact the jury, which can impact the outcome, and that can come back to haunt everyone that is connected to that conduct. So I don't know if you guys want to add anything, Rob, if you want to add anything as a local litigator that works out of the courtroom.
I mean, to people that are here and people that are watching, I've been practicing law for more than 10 years, and I've been trying cases in this courthouse for more than 10 years. And I have been very proud at how this proceeding has been run. It's been incredible. It's been orchestrated wonderfully. And it was a big risk for the judge to allow media access in a case of this profile into the courtroom. And she did that on certain conditions. I mean, she issued an order that's available on the website that says spectators are to maintain proper decorum. They're not to give reaction. They're not to say anything. I mean, she basically has a rule in place that if you pull your cell phone out in that courtroom, you're getting booted. I almost said yeeted, and that made me uncomfortable for a second.
Checks out.
Yeah. So it was a big risk for the judge to do that. And with that risk comes a great reward. And that reward is that we get this opportunity. Me, a 10-year practitioner, gets this opportunity to explain what would otherwise be a remarkably complicated issue and complicated legal proceedings in a way that you guys can digest it. I mean, that's not something that we get all the time. There are things that lawyers refer to as trials of the century. These are things that are huge issues that we just wish we could explain to everybody out there in a way that you guys can understand it. And this is that chance, and we take that really seriously. So that's kind of my 2 cents on it.
Yeah. And another thing about the live streams that we are doing here is that the purpose is, of course, to entertain and to have fun, but also to really educate and inform. And with a live stream covering this kind of a case with this kind of media coverage, we also have gotten our own share of commentary from other people looking at us. And we have also pushed back on this narrative that all live streams covering this trial are doing it to sensationalize and to turn it into a cheap circus entertainment. And we are not about that. That is something that those of us who have been on this panel have felt quite strongly about. Although we do have fun with it, we very much respect the process of the court system and the rules that come out of that. So yes, that's basically.
And the folks that have visited on my channel know exactly what you're talking about. We got a lot of coverage for all of us doing these kinds of things. And that means we're under a microscope, and we're going to do our damnedest, I know from me, to be better and to do it right.
Yep. That's all. That's basically it. So pretty much folks that are going to be showing up on the live stream are people that are going to be hopefully understanding that. Anyhow, that's about all I have to say. Do you guys have anything else that you want to say about that?
No, I'm looking forward to hearing you say YouTube-y stuff.
YouTube stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like,
So with
like,
that-
subscribe, all the above.
That's all that we're going to say about that. I know that there have been a lot of questions that people have been giving about certain stuff. We're not going to comment on any further. If anybody sends any super chats about it, I'm sorry that they're going to be ignored because we're not going to comment any further.
Yeah, we don't
but
need
anyhow,
drama.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's
exactly.
talk about Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard. There's no drama there.
Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard. There's plenty of drama. All right, with that, I'm gonna pull up the intro, and that's gonna be about it. Okay, I'll set you guys backstage.